Hey there, it's your girl Yolanda Yo Winston. Welcome to NALCOM Member Spotlight. I am here with one of my favorite agents. I will let him introduce himself and tell you what company he is with and how you can contact him.
My name is Phillip Chenault. I work with SVN AVAT in Huntsville, Alabama. The specialty of the company is multifamily, as you can see here. I was recruited to come in because a lot of their clients that are selling apartment complexes are also developers. So they had a need for somebody to specialize in land. My cousin who works there, Rick Chenault, he was working on with some land, and we connected. And so I was with a smaller firm and a smaller company, and they recruited me because I saw that there's more potential of what I was wanting to do, where I was wanting to go. You were asking about niches.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned about how to, being able to contact people, how to use social media. I'll give you, for instance, of one company. I connected with a young lady out of North Carolina who is the business development and operation manager for a large hotel.
Okay.
And so we just started a conversation, and through that conversation, uh, I've got them here.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
that.
and we have connected with a local city who was looking for a hotel that I have with, and then also a large landowner here that's got a commercial site that's looking for a hotel too.
Okay.
So we've had both of those conversations through just starting a conversation on LinkedIn.
Shut your mouth.
I'm not.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that is, to me, that's one of the benefits or one of the perks about
Right.
Nowcom
Right.
is that you get to network with people
With
that are
local,
working.
local. Yeah.
Exactly,
Right.
local people.
Right.
But I mean, you're taking that networking a step further and understanding how to utilize that in your social
Right.
media.
Well, see, I have a background in marketing. I
Oh,
started off years ago in aerospace.
okay. So you know I'm the marketing committee chair, so there
Right.
might
Right.
be room on this committee for you.
I may have opened Pandora's box,
Yep,
but
yep.
that's okay. That's okay.
We learn what
Yeah.
your skill
Well,
is
I
and
mean,
put it
look,
to work.
I create. We have a marketing team here in Huntsville that does our. Uh, they build all of our BOVs. BOV is a broker offer of value. Uh,
Oh, you guys, BOV is amazing. Like, I am using
right.
that as a
Right.
guideline on creating mine. The amount of information
Right.
you guys put in there is amazing.
Well, the BOV will change over into an offering memorandum too. So, but I'm kind of a stickler because I don't like putting comparatives in for a. If I'm doing an offering memorandum, I don't want to entice my person to look at other pieces of property. I want them to look at my piece of property.
I'm the same way.
So I will take out and I'll rebuild that offering memorandum to take out anything that's going to get them to focus anywhere else, unless I've got a hand in it. So I mean that's just the name of the game that we're in.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I did marketing. Well, a little bit of background in me. I've got a master's in. I have a BA in history and political science. I have a master's in history and political science. I have a master's in Hebrew and Greek.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I was going into ministry, and I am, but public speaking. And so I wanted to teach, and things just didn't work out that way. I got my background in fabrication, electrical, chemical, mechanical. Worked aerospace for many years. Got into learned how to do electrical work in wiring houses,
Okay.
construction.
Hmm.
Lived in New Orleans. My wife and I did for about 4 years right after Katrina. Went to school down there. Got a Master of Divinity in Hebrew and Greek, and I wanted to teach, but the opportunities. I was accepted to get a doctorate, but money-wise, family things, it just didn't come to be. But
Hmm.
I mean, the good Lord has an avenue for all of us. I got a job with a local sign company, uh, construction. Started and when I graduated, they asked me if I could work in sales, and I said, well, you don't have a marketing department. Let me create a marketing department.
Oh, okay.
So I created the whole marketing department for them. Well, I had friends in real estate who kept telling me, you've got to get your license because we can't do anything. And the good Lord has a way of tapping us on the shoulders and say, you need to listen.
That's my messenger.
So,
That's the message.
Yeah. So I went to night school at here the local. Can I say the school?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Cindy Singh.
Okay, yeah. I went to Cindy Singh too. You will pass your exam. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
she give you enough resources and enough time.
Her tests are so much tougher. But look, I'm dyslexic, and I'm a Hebrew major, so go figure. So, but you're reading the opposite way anyway. So hey,
That's funny.
So
I'm sorry.
I had to. I don't. If you're getting into the game and you fail your first real estate test, don't be intimidated. What I did, I took a test every week, and I went out. I memorized what was being said that I didn't know. I went out and researched it, and so the next week I was able to answer that question. Well, I got it up until, and I was real close, but I took it 5 times.
Oh wow!
And on the last time, I passed it.
Oh wow!
And that just happened to be the last time. I was within a couple of days of having to take the whole class over again. So the way the Lord works. So I did that. Got passed. And then I started working for a smaller company. Mm-hmm. I'd been working in land and looking at developments, mm-hmm. and knew that this person was a way to get into the game, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. of commercial real estate. And how I got into commercial real estate is because I was in all of these associations in marketing, and so I knew everybody.
Gotcha.
So you're just stepping right out it's a different world as far as where I am as a real estate agent as opposed to a vendor. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But I still need the same people.
Exactly.
But it's getting reestablished in that world, and but I love it. I consider that I'm working for myself, mm-hmm. even though I contract with SVN, mm-hmm. but I'm working for myself. I set my own hours, yes. Which is very early and very late. And
no. Okay, yeah.
But look, I tell everybody right now, I work harder for a dollar today than I did for a wage when I was working for somebody else.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it's a love-hate relationship, But I mean, you either love it, and there's some days that you get up, because you're dealing with the public. In general, public sometimes can be nuts, and you're dealing with clients who are they're all different personalities. But see, that's where my ministry background comes in, nice. Okay. Because I'm able to relate to people. And my cousin Rick mm-hmm. is a deacon in the Roman Catholic Church. Okay. Well, I'm a Southern Baptist, and we work together back and forth. But we have to work, and we feed off each other. And I keep Rick there because he's level-headed and sweet and kind, and I'm wanting to, like.
Shake the table.
Yeah, y'all. Look, we need to come to Jesus moment,
Right.
And so, but we work with each other very well, and so that's what our relationship, and working with people and trying to get them. Our goal is to be a peacemaker, mm-hmm. And biblically we're supposed to be peacemakers. So we're piecing together, if we're representing the buyer or representing the seller, we're trying to get both sides together to come on a deal. Mm-hmm. We're working with several big land projects right now, also working with some commercial, we're working with, have a TV station. I met the owner. I knew the owner, and my wife and I ran into her at Publix.
Oh,
and it just started a conversation. I saw a sign out at her business before, and I said, "Hey, did you sell your TV station?" She said, "No." because she was working with the wrong type of real estate. She was working with somebody who was more knowledgeable in residential. They had no knowledge in commercial world. They had no knowledge of because, and you're going to get this.
I try to tell y'all
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
I tell y'all this all the time.
This lady, and then I've had a lot of trouble from other realtors. Somebody that has talking in her ear, telling her, "Well, we don't see this on MLS." Well, I've tried to explain to her, MLS is residential. We don't. I don't. In the commercial world, we use Crexy. We use I think it's LoopNet and CoStar, and so we use those median or medium type of social media in order to market the product.
Yes.
So and we've had experience, but you're going to have days where you have other voices in your client's ear.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I know that feeling.
And you just have to learn, cause I'm going like, well, who is this person?
Shake the table.
Cause I want to know because I see somebody trying to stab me in the back, and take my client away from me, but everybody has life struggles. There's a lot of things going on in people's lives all the time. Your clients, we're dealing with a lady right now that she's got a lot of personal things with her husband has medical problems. So those things, they generate and they change our personality.
Yes.
And your client's attitude can change your attitude real quickly.
Yes, I know that feeling.
I mean, you can get to the point to where, I'm going to make a lot of money on this deal, but is it worth my brain cells being burned out by the conversations and what we're having to do? The land deal, I'll tell you right now, I'll go into the details on it. It's there's 10 people I've accumulated. There's 3 different family groups, and 2 of those groups have signed the LOI. The third one is nitpicking everything, and so we're, that's why Rick is so good with me, because he's keeping me calm down.
Just sign it already.
Just, let's just give them what they want. I'm going like, okay. But
you sound like me. I tell people every night I quit and every morning I start again.
Yeah. But I mean, that's why I finally put a do not disturb on my phone, because you have to set boundaries, and with any business, you have to have family time, you have to have personal time, and you have to have work time. So you have to set, so working for yourself, like myself, I work out of my home because I work with land and I work with commercial buildings. A lot of my stuff is in Decatur, so I work out of Decatur. But I come to the office and say, hey, let them know I'm still alive, and or that there may be some. We got the marketing team to do a demographics flyer for one of our developer, because he's looking for information in the area. So I got them to build everything we needed. And because it gives us all what all is going on in North Alabama and the area.
Yes.
So we feed off each other and help each other in those aspects. So there any?
No, you have covered it all.
Well, I've just only been in this business. This will be my 3rd year.
But you have so much background that you brought to it.
Right.
So it's like 3 years plus the 30 years to prepare.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, I started my career at 60 years old. I'll be 63 in this year, and November will be my 3rd year in the business. Now, I was expecting things to go. One of my franchise, one of my customers, that he's going through, there's a hold up on him getting his license. And so with that, it's prolonged. And so I've had to write letters of termination on a couple of properties because the timelines did not work out. So we are right now in kind of a limbo state. But find your niche. My niche is I'm able to. I read business area. I read uh, social media.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and when I see something coming in, you know, I've gone through seminars on how to open a franchise
Oh,
just to
wow.
get in touch with the people.
You
with the
have
fr-
no interest in opening a
the
franchise,
franchise,
but it's the
no,
people that are
no,
there
well,
that
but
you
see,
have to.
but they connected me to the real
Yeah,
estate department.
exactly.
So now
Yeah.
I've developed, and they saw my interest in this food product, so I was able to do that.
So what I'm hearing is you're resourceful. You are very resourceful.
You know, with the hotel, I read an article in the paper in one of the local papers that we would like to bring a hotel into this park area, and so I said, well, I've already talking to these guys right here, and I'm going to have them in town. Let's set up a meeting. So I
Yeah.
did.
And then you're not afraid to talk to people.
No,
You
no,
you
no,
go
no.
out and you talk to people.
Yeah,
So just some of the basic
yeah,
things that new
yeah. I
agents kind of
talk to
look
people in the
over.
grocery. There's people wherever you go, unless you live in a bubble. You know.
Or the graveyard.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's my favorite pulpit joke is when you go by a graveyard, you say, "How many people? Do you know how many people are dead out there?" And they'll say, "Well, no, I don't know." I said, "Well, I hope all of them."
Right.
So, but and just be yourself when you're doing something. Don't try to put on airs
Mm-hmm.
because people can tell a phony a
Mm-hmm.
mile away.
Mm-hmm.
The way I build in relationship, because we're in a relationship business. You know, I had relationships before I got into this, but now I'm developing relationships with a lot of people. You know, as far as developers, buyers, sellers, and I'm getting a reputation. People know me for who I am,
Mm-hmm.
and they know that I stand by my word. But you know, I'll sign contracts or to for certain. You know, we get cornered on commission a
Mm-hmm.
lot. You know, and that's one thing. Don't be afraid to ask for a high commission because you can always go down, but you can't never go back up.
Yeah, and prove how you earn it.
Yeah,
Like you,
yeah,
you, you put a lot of work in for that commission. There may be another agent that's
right,
willing to do it for
right,
less,
right.
but are they going to give you the quality
And
and the amount of work and service? You know,
that's the argument you're going to get too, because you get clients that say, "Well, I can," you know, somebody else said they can do this for
a
less.
residential agent who said they'll put it on the MLS, and it's nothing against residential agents, you guys.
No, no.
It's just a different group of people
Well,
that are going to
it's a
look
different
on the
animal.
MLS.
Do you
Yeah.
want to? Are you selling your business as a house? Or are you selling your business as a business? And that's another thing too. I just the TV station. We're selling a business as well
Oh
as
yeah, you really can't
no. Well, see,
market.
yeah,
Yeah.
because see, we're selling all their equipment, their business, their property, and this piece of property was the craziest thing I ever seen. In fact, when I called the planning department in Decatur, they said, "Phillip, you picked a doozy this time." This piece of property had 3 different zones on it.
We hear about that all the time.
I'm living it. It had a light industry with an open lot, business district where the building is and where the TV station is, and then across there's a branch that runs through its concrete, uh, uh, like a river, whatever, in the city of Decatur, and on the other side it's R4, which is multifamily.
Okay.
So there's a lot of potential there, but you know, it's the craziest thing I've ever seen. But you know, hey, every day is a new day
Yeah.
in real estate world.
It
So,
is. It is.
and you just got to love people, love what you're doing. You know, think about this before uh, you you can't come into this business saying, I see all these people in the real estate world with big cars, with big, you know, making a lot of money. I want that kind of lifestyle. Everybody you see with a brand new car has earned it. Everybody you see with a nice house in real estate, they've earned it. We work for we work every day. There's a lot I put into research. There's a lot I put into, because you want to have all the ducks in a row. I learned something new yesterday in land that I had no idea about.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have got a, and you want to make sure that you have good relationship with all government.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yes,
serious.
yes,
I mean, you know, you want to know the mayor, you want to know the city council, you want to know the
shameless plug.
yeah,
NALCOM is a place where you can meet all those
yeah,
people.
exactly. And NALCOM. See, I was a member of NALCOM when I was marketing with the other company. That's how I got
Okay.
to know NALCOM.
Okay, got it.
And so that's how. And so it was a natural swap. So I'm just taking from being a vendor to being a realtor. Now,
Right.
now I'm on. I get to eat at the adult table now. I get out of the kiddie table, and
They give you a regular
yeah,
menu, not
yeah,
the one you color
right,
in.
yeah. I can color in the lines and everything now.
Well, you know what, Phillip? We will talk all day
Yes,
long
yes,
about real
yes.
estate
Yeah.
because
Well, look,
it's just that interesting.
look. You want to find something that you love. You want to find a challenge. Uh, then get into. I love it. I love what I'm doing. I love being a peacemaker. And in biblical stance, you know, we are to be a peacemaker in all things. So we are piecing uh, a buyer and a seller, bringing them together in equal mind and equal heart in order to accomplish the same goal.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody wants to sell it, somebody wants to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
And so all we're trying to do is compromise and get everybody on the same page.
Yep.
And you know, yes, we make a living too, but it's about the client. It's about doing the job and enjoying what you're doing. And you know, I'm divine appointment person. I'm open to understanding other lifestyles. I deal with one of my developers is Jewish. Well, several of them are. You know, that's where the Hebrew comes in. You know, they're just blown away that this white boy from Alabama wanted to learn Hebrew, and I said, "Well, look at me. I've got a little bit of blood in the background here." So it came kind of natural. But being able to and what I tell them is Negev Hebrew. So Negev means south.
Okay.
And
It was meant for
yeah.
you.
So, but anyway, just do what you. But I encourage you to join. If you're in real estate, commercial real estate, NowCom is a perfect fit. You won't go wrong. I've made so many connections with the TV station.
Mm-hmm.
Another broker out of NowCom. I just told people, said, "Well, I've got this crazy listing." Had one who was a close friend said, "Hey, I've got the perfect buyer for you."
Okay.
So I made a connection through NowCom on this and so we you know it was the craziest contract because I had to find somebody to fit to buy the place. So the people that he introduced us to, they couldn't take it right now. So I wrote a lease to buy contract. So I had to write two contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Fun,
Right.
fun stuff. So I wrote a lease contract, but we sent them to her lawyer to verify to make sure everything. Don't be afraid to call a lawyer too. You know, we're not lawyers. That's what.
Or accountants.
No,
even
and
though
so
we stayed at the Holiday Inn.
right. Express.
Express.
But don't be afraid to let your client know that you're not. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an accountant. We can put this together we have lawyers who write our basic contracts. So we can take those and add to them. But the client still needs to have a lawyer that they respect and trust to verify the contracts because you don't want to be liable in the end. So we got that going on. And so, but I met, you know, the deal started through NowCom.
Okay, got it.
So that's a positive plus. So we're not residential, and I don't have any aspects of being hybrid. You know,
I've been there, done that.
So
it's hard.
There's too many fish in a small pond.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
there's
yeah,
too much competition.
yeah.
Well, competition, and then plus, I don't have time to go to showings because I'm working on so many big deals now. I mean, this, you know, I just, like I said, I saw the future in certain land areas, able to reach out, find the people, get them interested in selling, and then finding the developer, and then so that's part of the deal, and then trying to get them to meet in the
Right.
middle
And
with
agree.
understanding with the contract.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So it's an ongoing process. It can weigh heavy on you, but you know, like I said, it's a love-hate relationship. You know, so but you have to learn your boundaries in order to be able to shut things off and be back to yourself. Uh, have time for your family. You need to, you know, make sure. But I mean, work can overcome.
Yeah,
You know,
it
so
can.
you
It
know,
can.
but you just have a happy medium and enjoy. So I'm taking time here to do this interview because I like you. You're a great lady. You're great. Your business. I love your medium as far as your social skills and doing this to not only give SVN AVAT exposure, but also yourself and NALCOM. And I've watched your videos before. You do a great job.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate. Look, you guys, if you watch my videos, you know I bombarded Phillip. I rushed in the room and stuck a camera in his face. So I thought,
Yeah, but
who better
yeah,
to do the first interview with than Phillip
right,
because
right.
he is such an amazing person, and I love reaching out to him and Rick to get information on what's going on with land, what's
Well,
going on with some
multifamily. Yeah,
multifamily.
we have Rick has access to sell or buy
Mm-hmm.
anything like that, and we've got a huge list of buyers
Mm-hmm.
that we go through that are around the world.
Okay, got
So
it.
SVN
Yeah,
is an international company, so this each branch specializes in different things.
gotcha.
So,
Okay.
and we have contacts with other SVN groups that may specialize in like hospitality.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, or you know, our specialty is
It's
multifamily.
multifamily.
Right,
All
right,
right.
right.
All right. Well, you know what,
Yeah,
Phillip, it was great interviewing you. I
yeah,
appreciate you taking time out of
yeah,
your
yeah,
busy schedule. I know you got some contracts and everything to write up, but can you let people know how they can contact you, your email, your telephone number,
yeah,
things
yeah.
like that?
The address, work address is 303 Williams Avenue Southwest, Suite 421 in Huntsville, Alabama. That's right across from Big Spring Park. But if you go in there, they'll tell you Philip's not here.
Phillip's at home
But
at
yeah,
his office, at his work
I work out
office.
of my home office because I deal with land. I have to deal with commercial properties. Well, I don't have to. I love it. You know, we've got storage facilities, got business. I've got an off the market building, 2-story building in downtown Decatur. It's
Okay.
got a working restaurant inside of it.
Oh, I need that.
Yeah, and he wants to sell it all. So it would work good for like a 2-story, but second, this is off the market. I've got another
I need that.
condominium complex that he wants to sell. I was going to say,
Indicator?
yeah, Class A.
Ooh.
Yes, and
I need that.
it's the only one on its that
I
it's
need
there.
that.
It's downtown. They just finished it. I was going to market 4 of them, and he came back and called me back and said, "Well, I've really got 17. Can you?" I said, "Yeah, just give me the pricing on what you want on this because
Oh
you've
my
got me the
goodness.
pricing on these
Yeah.
smaller units." But they're leasing for like 21 to 2200
Oh
indicator.
wow. Indicator.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Plenty
so
of growth indicator.
yeah, and it's booming. Downtown Decatur is the new hotel downtown, 80-room hotel, Fairfield. New parking deck, 4-story parking deck.
Okay.
A new dormitory for the Calhoun College,
Okay.
80-room for the art school. You've got so this building with the restaurant would make a great 2-story building,
Okay.
2-story restaurant actually.
Okay, gotcha.
So it had a law office in the top of it, but it could be converted over to a real nice restaurant.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so there's a lot of things going on downtown. They really need a plush hotel. I mean, a plush restaurant, 2-story restaurant. This is the building right
Yes.
here, and it's off the market. So the only way you can get in touch with it is call me.
And what's your What's your number?
It's 504. Now that's the New Orleans number, but don't worry about it. You'll get me. Okay, 504-715-7033.
Okay.
My email address is my name is phillip dot chenault at svn.com.
Yes. Well,
So
Yeah. Thank you again. I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
appreciate
And
it.
just you know, if you can't get in touch with me, get in touch with Yolanda. She'll get give you my contact information and be glad to talk to you. So we've got
Yes.
if you need something found, I'm part bird dog. I can find it. I can find it. So that's what my nickname was, is bird dog, because hey, look, I find people who want to sell or like with my niche with
Mm-hmm.
finding and you just call people and just start a conversation with them, and pretty soon they'll get tired of you talking and they'll say, okay, I'll do business with you.
Hey, all
But
my
it,
people on LinkedIn, I'm about to start calling y'all. Like,
But yeah, I mean, but use all the tools you have: social, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. You know, I post all of my stuff on there. And I build a lot of my flyers myself from my
mm-hmm.
marketing background, so
Gotcha.
that you'll get those too. So I've
Okay.
got a flyer on the condominiums. Now the condominiums are a great buy right now because some of them are rented and some of them,
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
need that. I need that. I need that ASAP.
Okay,
Oh, I
okay,
already know somebody in
yeah,
the back of my
yeah.
head. And if y'all watching this, y'all know I'm thinking about y'all already for this
Right, right,
property.
right.
All
Okay.
right,
Well,
cool.
are you good? Is
I
that
am
okay?
good. That's
Well, thank
amazing
you for the
information.
opportunity. And like I said, NALCOM is the best that I'm in a couple of other associations and have been in several other associations. But as far as being a commercial realtor, we just went to a meeting today. They have the best um, topics to study to enhance your knowledge in the world of commercial real estate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we talked about AI today, which was mind blowing. You know, which the technology is booming. So, but you got to be able to use it, and you got to be able to adapt and move forward. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and to be able to um, learn from things. You know, learn from your mistakes. Don't get hammered by. Don't. You know,
Yeah.
you know. Everybody goes through high points, and okay, you go through a depression point, and then you learn from it. You
Exactly.
know, and then you bounce back and you say, okay, what can I do better with my next client? How do I because we're in a learning field every day. That's like I
Mm-hmm.
was telling you. I learned something different about land, and we had delineation
Mm.
with wetlands. Okay,
Okay.
that delineation and mitigation. I talked a whole thing on that, but we just got excellent results back. We've been waiting on this for. I've been working about a year and a half
Mm-hmm.
with this huge 213 acres in Decatur. One of them had the wetlands problem. We just got at first the government said there was 45 acres of wetland. We got it back today with after all of this through OMI, which is another uh, vendor, and
Yeah.
and
That's
they did the study on everything for that. Sent it off to the Army Corps of Engineers. Alabama's different than other states. We don't have a normally you would go to the county engineer to get a verification of what they were saying about the wetlands were wrong
mm-hmm.
in
Mm-hmm.
delineation. Well, in Alabama, you have to go through the Army Corps of Engineers.
Oh.
So
Okay.
they that did that. We just got favorable word back finally from the EPA saying that yes, you do have wetlands, but it's 0.17 acres as opposed to 45 acres. So if you know anything about that, that means that they can leave that and make a park around it,
Okay.
like a little pond, a little
Uh huh. Uh
wetland
huh.
area, or they can buy credits in another area that you have to buy 2 for 1.
Okay. I've heard
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. And we can talk about
Yeah.
this at another
Well, no,
time.
well, yeah, we
But,
will. This
but,
is a
but
great
yeah,
follow up video.
yeah,
But yeah, so we
yeah.
will have these type of
Right,
conversations.
right, right.
All right,
But,
look, you
yeah.
guys, we didn't edit this video like 3 times, and then we there's always something
Hey,
interesting.
look,
Like every
right.
project is so
Well,
interesting.
I'm a Southern Baptist minister, so if I get a type to start, you know, and I'm more of a teacher than I'm not a preacher. That's what I trained for to teach. But if I get an opportunity to sit down and start talking, until my throat gets sore, I'm gone.
And look,
So
I'm from St. Louis, so we say bye like 15 times. Like we're still walking to the car.
yeah,
Bye,
yeah.
bye. You get in the car. Bye. You drive off. Bye.
And then you're going down the road texting.
Yeah,
Bye.
and my husband's in the car like, oh my gosh, she's driving me crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna let you get on with your day.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll get
Thank you.
on with
Well,
my
thank you
day.
for the opportunity. And like I said, NALCOM is a great association for commercial real estate, and I highly recommend it. If you're not in it, you're out of it.
There you go.
So,
Talk to you guys later.
bye bye.